Warning: this program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Extreme CAW Wrestling, another edition. Episode 5 is here, the last installment of ECW for 2015, and so glad to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Mick McMichaels once again reporting in. Wow, what a night we have in store for us. Returning from Night of Champions, coming off ECW D-LEAGUE, Episode 1. So much to talk about. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. Nanook of the North getting his first and only title shot that he's ever had in the ECW, going up against, of course, our new ECW champion, I regret to say, Colossus, who took the gold at Night of Champions when he defeated Tyrant with much help by seemingly his new buddies in the DOA. Now, I don't know if you saw before the opening, guys, but the DOA just arrived in the building with none other than the Oh, come on. None other than the ECW champion, and there he is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Colossus, the new ECW champion, coming down to the ring with a brand new suit and brand new buddies in Torque Michaels and Scott Slike. Of course, Torque Michaels winning the ladder match to win the YouTube title, the vacant YouTube title at Night of Champions, and of course Scott Slike snaking his way in and stealing, and I say that seriously, stealing the hardcore title from JWG, when of course Donald Sinclair came out at the end of the match making it a 24-hour rule. Oh God, I don't like the looks of this, ladies and gentlemen. I do not like the looks of this at all. I'm at a loss for words. Oh, not a good way to start our episode off, but once again, ladies and gentlemen, so glad for you to be here at least, not these three chumps in the ring. Looks like Colossus has got something to say. Yeah, not without help, meat. Oh, come on. Don't talk to the fans at home. Leave them out of this. part of the DOA. Are you telling me Colossus is part of the DOA? Come on. Well, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Colossus announcing he is now part of the DOA. I don't understand. What? What? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Eric Samoid. Holy. Oh my God. What is he doing here? I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Samoid taken out of action as he's saying from the DOA. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. Eric Samoid wants Torque Michaels one-on-one tonight. Wow, a bold statement by Eric Samoid. But whether... Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Colossus accepting Eric Samoid's challenge on behalf of Torque Michaels. Oh, man. What a barn burner we got on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Samoid returning. I can't wipe this smile off my face. I never thought I'd be so happy to see him. Eric Samoid returning to ECW. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a match set up between Torque Michaels and Eric Samoid. Eric Samoid saying he doesn't even need Torque to put the title on the line, but a special stipulation states that if Torque loses that match, Eric Samoid gets a shot at the YouTube title in the coming weeks. Woo! What a night we have in store. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5. And what a night we have in store. Colossus, of course, going up against Nanook in the main event, and now Eric Samoid up against Torque Michaels. Wow! I am ready for tonight. I don't know about you guys, but that is a hell of a way to kick off the night. And so much to get through tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We, of course, had our episode of D-League. That happened only a few weeks ago. What a night it was. And first of all, thank you so much for your support in the D-League. We will have information later this episode and in the description of the upcoming CAW submissions ECW will be accepting. Speaking of YouTube title, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Melvin Moon, one of the 3 other superstars who were not successful, of course, at retaining the title that night in that ladder match. Melvin Moon, though, is on a quite hot streak. Since coming to the ECW, of course, being one of the newer ECW superstars, Melvin Moon has not lost a singles match. A singles match. Excuse me. He, of course, was the loser in that ladder match, but he has not, if you go toe-to-toe with this guy, he has not been defeated in ECW. So, still, I would say, a dominant force, and a force to be reckoned with, indeed, in the ring, at least when it comes to singles action, and there's no ladders involved, or DOA members who like to cheat. But hey, I'm not going to say much more in case we get this show shut off. You know my rules on that, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Wow, Eric Samoid is back. Who would have thunk it? And there he is, Melvin Moon with the pyrotechnics. And here's his opponent to kick off the night, another man who was not successful at Night of Champions, of course, being cheated out of a win from the man himself, Devin Foolhardy, and Mark Brandle is coming to the ring and not a happy camper, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Again, another dominant force since joining the ECW. Of course, Mark Brandle being the first CAW submission winning the CAW contest and becoming a part of ECW. And you too, ladies and gentlemen, you too can be a part of ECW. We've already had some submissions rolling in. In the new year, we will officially begin accepting CAWs for ECW, the ECW D-League. And when that happens, ladies and gentlemen, trust me on this, there will be tons of details for what you need to do to get your CAW or get your CAW a shot at being on ECW. Now, I've mentioned in the comments before, this does not guarantee your CAW getting on ECW. It needs to go through a process, and if he makes it, he makes it. If she makes it, she makes it. You never know. But ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, there will be details coming out soon before the next episode of ECW D-League, at the very least. But we got a match here to kick off the night. Melvin Moon, the undefeated superstar, going up against Mark Brandle, a very upset person, after Devin Foolhardy. You can recall Night of Champions, what a night it was. Slipping that chair into the ring, handing it to Mark Brandle pretty much, and Brandle being distracted by the referee, and of course Foolhardy slipping in with the Foolhardy slam, and there's a DDT by Melvin Moon. What a main event we have, ladies and gentlemen. We of course teased in the earlier weeks that we would have a superstar in the ECW that has never had a title shot before, and of course that man tonight is Nanook of the North. Another, oh my god, another dominant superstar in the ECW. There's a 1 count there. Can you imagine the ECW title being on the line tonight? Having Colossus with a very, very short reign and being beat by Nanook of the North? Oh man, what a dream. What a dream. All that to come and more tonight on episode 5, the final episode of 2015. Right onto the table, Melvin Moon's face. Don't come near this table, Mark. Not this early. Now Melvin Moon, Mark Brandle on opposite sides of the arena. Oh, and Brandle going up to the top, but it looks like, oh, Melvin caught him. Oh, and now what do we got here? Oh, look at that! A hip toss from the second rope by Melvin Moon. Now Brandle throwing him into the corner. What do we got here? Oh, my goodness, throwing him again, and a German suplex to follow it up. What a move. Mark Brandle coming in here with a chip on his shoulder after Night of Champions. Mark Brandle does not like to lose matches, ladies and gentlemen. That much is clear. No superstar likes to lose a match. But Mark Brandle, as you can tell, coming here tonight with a vengeance. Oh my goodness, look at that, a DDT. Mark Brandle now in complete control of this match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we had the D-League Tag Team Match main event in which the Hannity brothers, a new tag team, of course, were victorious in that match. And they will be competing here tonight in tag team action. Believe it or not, they just got fast-tracked to the big leagues to see if they can prove themselves against the big boys. Of course, they will be in tag team action later tonight. Excuse me. Now Melvin Moon turning the tables. Choke in the corner there to Mark Brandle, as you can see. But Brandle quickly, again, turning it around. Oh, look at this. What is this? Oh, a swinging neck breaker off the top ropes. The moves that Brandle puts together I've never seen. Oh, almost a 3 count there. The moves that Mark Brandle puts together are totally unorthodox, but hell, they work. They work indeed. I still can't believe Eric Samoid just came back. I don't know about you guys, but that is a big deal. This is an ex-ECW champion that was taken out at the hands of the DOA. Vicious assault by both Torque and Scott Slike. Of course, with that concerto to the head. Just a brutal assault on Eric Samoid and the rest of the faction for that matter. Look at this, a sit-down chokehold. Oh my God! Speaking of unorthodox, look at this! Is he gonna... Oh, my goodness. Melvin Moon able to squeeze out of there, but his arm is feeling the pain, as you can see. Look at this. Spinning around, and a backdrop. Look at that. Mark Brandle is on fire, and we got another pin here. Is this going to do it? 2 and... Oh, almost another 3 count. Very close, and a drop kick to follow it up. Mark Brandle not laying off here. Another run into the ropes and a kick to the face. And one more pin. Is this going to do him? Oh my God, Melvin Moon. Milliseconds away from losing his first match in ECW. And what is going to happen if Mark Brandle gets the victory here and hands Melvin Moon his first loss? What a match to kick off this evening. To kick off the final episode of ECW for 2015. What a year it's been, ladies and gentlemen. What a year it has been. And I can't thank you, the fans, enough for making it the year it has been. The year 2015, where Extreme CAW Wrestling returned to YouTube. Now it just rolls off the tongue and sounds good, doesn't it? Brandle, again back in action. Oh, and a kick to the gut. Not playing... I wouldn't say playing fair, but definitely playing dirty. That's for sure. Again, another pin. 2! My God, it's getting closer and closer every time. My goodness. Melvin Moon just trying to claw his way back into this match. Now Melvin Moon with a pin of his own. 2. Oh, my goodness. Almost a 3 count there, but Melvin Moon. Chop to the chest by Melvin Moon. Now down to the mat is Mark Brandle. Looks like Melvin's setting him up for something here. Oh, Mark. Look out for that super kick. Uh-oh. Oh, Mark. Oh. He's got him in a headlock. Oh, there it is! Out of nowhere! Oh, Jesus. And Mark Brandle just took a boot to the chops. And that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Very few superstars have kicked out of this, but Mark Brandle just did. A 2 count, and Brandle is still in. Mark Brandle is still in this match. How many super kicks is it going to take down a very pumped and angry Mark Brandle? You gotta wonder. And now Melvin Moon completely turned the tides on this match. Taking control after that super kick, really slowing Mark Brandle down, and here comes another pin. Is this going to do it? Another 2 count. Wow, 2 counts galore in this first contest between Melvin Moon and Mark Brandle. Oh, and there's a DDT to reverse it. We thought Mark Brandle was going for a ride, but turned it into a DDT, and now Mark Brandle could have something cooking here. And what is this? Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this before. Oh, and he lands it. Melvin Moon is down, and Mark Brandle just needs to get the pin here. Is this going to do it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, Mark Brandle just handed Melvin Moon his first loss, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Melvin Moon is no longer on a win streak, but on a losing streak, thanks to Mark Brandle. Wow. Wow, that was incredible. So sure enough, right here, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Brandle putting the nail in the coffin, handing Melvin Moon his very first loss in ECW. You figure it had to come sometime, but I don't think Melvin Moon planned on it happening tonight. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off a loss at Night of Champions, Mark Brandle now coming off a win to kick off and end 2015. And that is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the way to go. Good for Mark. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Surprised we didn't see any foolhardy action here, but I guess that beef has been squashed. Oh, what is this? Oh, Jesus, not this asshole. Excuse my French. What? Assistance? Wow. What the hell is this? Torque Michaels putting the offer on the table to none other than Ava Dawn, who will be going up in women's title action against the new women's champion, Dixie, later tonight, offering their assistance for what? I don't get it, but that is to come later tonight, and remains to be seen whether Ava Dawn takes them up on that offer. I don't like it one bit. But speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the faction. Of course, that is Wesley Underhook and his partner Prototype. Now, these guys have been, speaking of win streaks, these guys have been on quite a losing streak, as a matter of fact. Since the return of ECW, the faction hasn't won a single match. And here they come now, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we saw these guys only a few weeks ago at ECW D-League. This is Teddy and Kenny Hannity, the Hannity brothers. That's right, the Hannity brothers. The happiest dudes I have ever seen in my life. Quite possibly. Energetic, but absolutely astounding in the ring, as we saw on ECW D-League. Defeating Poison. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Prototype and Teddy Hannity to kick it off. And now Prototype throwing Teddy into the corner to kick this off. Yeah, I was going back to the faction. Haven't won a single match. Coming back from our long hiatus. Of course, they went up against the Misfits. And then lost to Chi-Town Slide, the tag team champions, of course, in their debut match. So, needless to say, as much as I hate to say it, the faction are due for a win here. And this might be their only shot against a couple of rookies. What a night it was, ECW D-League, having not only the Hannity brothers, but multiple other superstars making their debut in ECW D-League. And quite a splash they made. Absolutely unbelievable to see the amount of talent flowing in the floodgates for ECW. It's very exciting. And once again, soon you, the fans at home, will get to be a part of this. And we'll get to have a chance at submitting your CAW to ECW. And I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited. Be sure to check out our forums, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the headquarters for CAW submissions. We've already, again, going back to that, we've already had a couple submissions roll in. Although we aren't officially accepting any CAWs, we will be looking mainly at CAWs submitted on our forums. So please, if you haven't signed up already, please do so, especially if you do plan on submitting your CAW to ECW. And look at this! Wesley Underhook going after Kenny, but Teddy coming up behind with a facebuster. Oh, and Prototype, come on! Not playing by the rules. Moving all the way to the other corner of the ring, throwing Teddy from the top ropes down to the ring. Teddy, of course, being the brunette, and Kenny having that luscious blonde mullet. I don't know if it's a mullet, but it's damn close. Here we got a pin in the ring. Wesley Underhook, and Kenny breaks it up. Kenny and Teddy. Now we got a tag here by the Hannitys. Kenny coming in. And what do we got here? Drop toe hold and an elbow drop to the back. What teamwork. And another elbow drop to follow it up. And one more just for good measure. Now Kenny, full of energy and in the ring, going after Wesley Underhook, who seemingly desperately needs to get a tag, and there it is. Oh, maybe not. Kenny kicking Wesley out of the corner, and a big power slam there. These Hannity brothers are not tiny dudes. I would imagine both of these guys weigh about 250 apiece at least, give or take. Combined weight of 500 pounds. Look at that back body drop like nothing. Kenny feeling it. Much bigger crowd when you come to the big leagues and play on an ECW main show. What an opportunity this is for the Hannity brothers. Oh, double clothesline there. Double short shoulder block, excuse me. And now, Teddy going up top and lands it. Wow, what a move there. Teddy now. And an elbow drop by Prototype, breaking it up. Oh, but look at this. Teddy going right after Prototype, knocking him out of the ring. But now Wesley Underhook got him in a predicament. No, he doesn't. Shoulder block. And the Hannity brothers are just on fire and in complete control of this match. And here comes that sit-down powerbomb that we saw in the D-League. And this could do it. Prototype just got knocked out of the ring. Oh, and a rope break. Saved by the rope break. Oh, and look at that move by Wesley Underhook now. Wow, just throwing a 250-plus pounder up in the air. Wesley Underhook is an incredible specimen. Of course, having the ability of a Muhammad Ali-like boxer, that vicious left jab that he has. Not only that, just the incredible power that he possesses there. Just the spring and jolt power that he possesses. What a contest, tag team action we have here. The Hannity brothers versus Faction. Mark Brandle handing Melvin Moon his first loss in ECW moments ago. Eric Samoid making his return. I would say this is a hell of a night already, ladies and gentlemen. And much, much more to come. Now Kenny back in the ring. Wesley Underhook desperately needs to get a tag off here. Has not been able to tag Prototype back in. And what do we got here? Oh no! Oh no! This is the Hannity special move! Oh! And there it is! Ladies and gentlemen, that put Los Venenos out of commission in the last match. And this could do it. 2, 3. The Hannitys just beat the Faction and Prototype can't friggin' believe it. Oh my god! The Faction cannot even buy a win. I'm sorry, but that's... oh man. 3 losses in a row, if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen. The Faction now losing to their 3rd straight tag team. And Wesley Underhook just couldn't get the tag back. And here it is again, that flying clothesline. Oh my god. Unbelievable move and teamwork by the Hannitys, and what a debut it is for these two guys. We could be looking at possible future ECW tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the teamwork these guys possess is something like I've never seen. It reminds me a little bit of the Bundy family. Forgive me for bringing up that throwback, but if you recall George and Sermon Bundy way back when, ex-tag team champions, of course, in the ECW, these guys have got something going for them. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but it's exciting to see. Oh, look at this. Prototype now having a few words for Wesley Underhook in the ring. Oh, this doesn't look good. A little bit of a disagreement here. Oh, man. That's not good. It's not good at all. Oh! Whoa, wait a second. Prototype is going after Wesley Underhook. And Wesley Underhook turning the tables. And now, security guards coming to split this up because, holy moly, what the hell was that? Prototype just took a cheap shot at Wesley Underhook, and that's one guy you don't want to take a cheap shot at. What does this mean for the Faction? Wow! Tempers boiling over there between the faction members, and they're just being pulled apart. Ladies and gentlemen, later tonight, our main event, Nanook of the North versus Colossus, still to come, of course, but what the hell is going to happen to the faction? One of the longest running tag teams, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, going back, Torque Michaels versus Eric Samoid. That's right, Eric Samoid. I still can't believe it. And speaking of not being able to believe it, Dixie, what a performance this lady put on at Night of Champions. Of course, winning the women's title at Night of Champions in stellar fashion. Not one, but 2 moonsaults. Of course, the second one landing. What a night that was for her, landing her first and only women's title. And here she comes, the lady that had a little talking to by Mr. Torque Michaels in the DOA only minutes ago, before her match, suggesting to her that she could, should I say, hire DOA's help? I don't know how that works really, but didn't look like she was going for it, and I can only hope that Ava Dawn does not stoop to the level of the DOA, of all things. The organization that is trying to destroy the ECW, as Ava Dawn said. Very rightly so. But regardless, we have a match to get to, ladies and gentlemen. That is Dixie versus Ava Dawn. Women's title is on the line. And here we go. Two very talented female superstars on a very talented female roster in ECW. Ava Dawn now taking early control of this match. I still can't believe what I just saw. With the Prototype just taking a cheap shot at Wesley Underhook. Of all people, Prototype. You shouldn't try and go head-to-head when it comes to fists with Wesley Underhook. But you can only wonder if that gets resolved, or if we just saw the end of the faction on our last episode of 2015. Look at that crossbody there by Dixie. Followed up by a Hurricanrana by Ava Dawn. Wow. 2 high flyers in the ring here. Very athletic women competing for the women's title. And now Ava Dawn going after that leg of Dixie, targeting that leg. And now again with a drop kick to the knee. Same leg. Obviously targeting a specific area of the women's champion. Ooh, look at that. Dixie targeting the face of Ava Dawn. And you gotta wonder, ladies and gentlemen, where and what is Tyrant thinking on a night like tonight, coming off the loss at Night of Champions against, of course, the ECW champion Colossus. What is Tyrant feeling coming into tonight, knowing that essentially, in my opinion, he wasn't facing just Colossus that night, but facing the rest of the DOA. And Scott Slike, of course, ambushing him outside his locker room, and Torque Michaels ambushing him after an interview that night. But I guess fair play is not in DOA's name. Indeed it is not. Look at the kicks here by Ava Dawn, just attacking the women's champion with these flying kicks. Oh, goes for another drop kick but misses it. And now Dixie now, a back body drop. Ava Dawn is going to feel that in the morning. Landing right on her spine there. Oh, and now Dixie with a springboard and a moonsault, landing it. Ava Dawn going down to the mat, but the first to get up. It looks like Dixie took a little bit of pain there too, but doesn't look like it anymore with that Hurricanrana. Wow. Now Dixie picking up Ava Dawn. Oh, going into the corner, but just getting a face full of turnbuckle. Now a face full of Matt. Ay, ay, ay. Another back body drop there, this time by Ava Dawn. What a back and forth contest we have here between these two ladies. What a night we still have in store. So much more to come, ladies and gentlemen. Can't thank you enough for joining us on ECW Episode 5 and ECW as a whole. We wouldn't be making these episodes if it wasn't for you, the fans. Some of you have stuck around since day one. Some of you are brand new. Regardless, deeply thankful for all of you. And thank you very much. It's great. It's great to be able to give you one last episode of ECW before the holidays. It's a nice little stocking stuffer. Kick out there by Ava Dawn. Now Dixie going into the ropes, followed up by a clothesline. And one more pin here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. And Dixie almost retaining the title. And look at this. There's the Misfits in the back. Oh, come on. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. The D-O-friggin-A causing havoc once again to the ECW roster. And that's got to make you wonder what this lady right here. Oh! And there it is. The split down by Ava Dawn. 2. And we could have... Oh, my goodness. Ava Dawn's special move there. Oh my, wait a second. Is that who I think it is? That's Kimberly Page. That's Kimberly Page, Eric Samoy's girlfriend, who was also taken out of action by the DOA. Now wait a second. Dixie going up, moonsault. Whoa, whoa, I can't even keep up here. 1, 2, and Kimberly Page is back. Ava Dawn just lost, and Dixie is still your women's champion. I cannot keep up with how much is happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Kimberly Page just returned to ECW. Eric Samoy just returned to ECW earlier tonight. That is a package deal. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, the Misfits viciously attacked in the back, distracting Dixie. Ava Dawn landing her special move on her. Dixie kicking out. Kimberly Page coming down to the ring, and then this, a moonsault onto Ava Dawn. And retaining the women's title. Now, if Kimberly hadn't come down to the ring, she has now left the arena, or at least left ringside. But just like that, gave Dixie the opportunity to capitalize and keep the women's title. Now, if that hadn't happened, who knows where Ava Dawn would be sitting. But, whoa! What just happened before my eyes? That was Kimberly Page, wasn't it? Am I seeing things, or... Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen, Dixie is still your women's champion. But you gotta wonder, did Ava Dawn actually try and recruit the DOA there, or was that just a favor within a favor from Torque Michaels? This is getting all too confusing for me, ladies and gentlemen, but pretty soon we will see the man himself, Torque, in action up against Eric Samoy. But first, I don't believe what I just saw, to be honest with you. I do not believe what I just saw. Kimberly Page seemingly making her return, coming down to ringside, helping Dixie, of all people. Someone she has feuded with in the past, quite immensely, helping Dixie retain the women's title. Possibly in spite of the DOA, I am not sure, ladies and gentlemen, that remains to be seen. But here he is, one of the top up-and-coming superstars in ECW, and his name is Abraham Little. Going up in singles action now, to continue this night of jam-packed action against none other than the man himself, Devin Foolhardy. Oh, and look at that smug look on Devin Foolhardy's face, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man that knows that he beat Mark Brandle at Night of Champions. Fair and square or not, he didn't, spoiler alert. Regardless, that doesn't matter to Devin Foolhardy. Devin Foolhardy cares about a win, and that's about it. And that's why he's got this smug look on his face, coming down to the ring with the utmost confidence, going up against Abraham Little in singles action. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, wow, and he's even got pyro now. Of course he does. Of course he does. Devin Foolhardy wins a match, and now he's got pyro. That's how it works, right? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Abraham Little up against Devin Foolhardy. I'm still trying to reconvene what has happened tonight. We've already had two superstars now return to the ECW, both Eric Samoyd and his girlfriend Kimberly Page, in separate incidents tonight, both involving the DOA, indirectly or directly. I think something's happening here, and I kind of like it. But again, you know how it is. Got to keep your mouth shut a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. Regardless, Devin Foolhardy now going after the arm of Abraham Little, a young up-and-coming superstar in the ECW, one of many young up-and-comers in the ECW. Devin Foolhardy being the veteran in the game, of course, being with ECW since day one. ECW making its debut on YouTube 2007. Yeah, 2007. That is 8 years, ladies and gentlemen. 8 years. Unbelievable how time flies. Devin Foolhardy still working on that arm of Abraham Little. Just maneuvering around him, and here comes a back body drop, a huge one from Devin Foolhardy. And now choking Abraham Little. Come on. That is completely uncalled for. Oh, look at this. Abraham Little. Look at that with a vault drop kick now from the top ropes. Abraham Little, one of the highest flying superstars we've seen in recent memory in ECW. Now running to Devin Foolhardy now. Coming back and getting the kick to the gut. And off the ropes again and another drop kick. Devin Foolhardy has no way to counter that. Once he's up, he's up. Oh, and an eye rake there by Devin Foolhardy, of course. But Abraham not having any of it. Abraham now on the top ropes, and oh, nope, he misses it. Devin Foolhardy now taking advantage of that mistake. Mark Brandle, of course, his opponent at Night of Champions, handing Melvin Moon his first loss in ECW tonight. And quite a feat that is on its own. Now Abraham Little with a flying clothesline coming right back at Devin Foolhardy, and off the ropes, and a springboard off the ropes, but not playing out. Take it or leave it. When you do high fly attacks, you pay for it, and there it is, the Foolhardy slam to Abraham Little. Oh, wait a second. We know that music. We heard it earlier tonight. And Mark Brandle seems to be coming down to the ring, but where is he? Where is he? Mark Brandle's music is playing, but nowhere to be found. And the 450 splash! The 450 splash! Abraham Little's special move! 1, 2... Mark Brandle just screwed Devin Foolhardy out of a win. Holy moly. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, all it took was Mark Brandle to play his music. Not even come down to the ring, just to play his music. And Devin Foolhardy was distracted, and here it is again. Look at this move. 450 splash by Abraham Little. And just like that, Devin Foolhardy is a loser for tonight at least. Oh, man. How does it feel, Devin? How does it feel? Oh, boy. Going into next year, ladies and gentlemen, we already have some things starting up that will boil. I'm telling you right now, Mark Brandle and Devin Foolhardy seems to be far from over. Excuse me. Wow. So there's your winner right there, Abraham Little. Quite a win against a veteran like Devin Foolhardy. Mark Brandle coming out or not, regardless, what a win indeed. So let me just get you caught up on this. Eric Samoid came out tonight while DOA was spitting their crap and challenged Torque Michaels to a match. If Torque Michaels loses this match tonight, Eric Samoid says he can get a title shot at the YouTube title when he wants, or in the coming weeks for that matter. But that is still to come, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we had the very first episode of ECW D-League premiere on YouTube, and what a night it was, ladies and gentlemen. The superstars, the brand new faces in ECW, it was something to behold, and one of many, and you too can be a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier tonight, step one to getting a chance to compete on ECW is joining the ECW forums. Now, to do that, if you don't know the link, it is of course in the description. So get signed up on the forums, get in the know. There's much more to come, much more information to come, as a matter of fact, on your CAW submissions. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time, from what I was talking about before the D-League promo, and this is, of course, Torque Michaels versus Eric Samoid. I cannot wait to see the submissions that come in for ECW D-League. You guys have already wowed me with the submissions you've been getting in. Now keep in mind, not every CAW will get in. I can't stress that enough. And I don't want a crowd of people getting pissed off because their CAW didn't make it in. Just because your superstar doesn't necessarily make it in on the first try doesn't mean they will never make it in, ladies and gentlemen. So we love your participation. This is a brand new thing for ECW. I don't know if it's been done in CAW Wrestling before. At least for ECW, this is a brand new thing. So please excuse us if there's some kinks that need to be worked out. But we will get it done. But here comes the man himself. Eric Samoid has returned to Extreme CAW Wrestling. And there he is, coming down with the swagger we only know he knows how. And wow, I never thought I'd be so happy to see Eric Samoid's face in Extreme CAW Wrestling. This is a guy I've had questionable opinions of in the past with the whole faction thing, Raymond Zender, but you know what? At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take what I can get if it means ridding the ECW of the DOA. So here we go. The YouTube title is not on the line. But if Eric Samoid somehow is able to win this match against Torque Michaels without some sort of interference from any member of the DOA, yeah, that's right. I'm sure that's not going to happen, right? Eric Samoid, if he wins this match, will get a title shot at the YouTube title. Now imagine that. And Eric Samoid is just ready to get his hands on Torque, and why wouldn't he be? This man took him out of action for an extended period of time, took him away from what he loves to do, and that is wrestle, ladies and gentlemen. And wrestle, Eric Samoid knows how to do. And look at the energy here by Eric Samoid. Right out of the gate. Just going right after Torque, but Torque turning the tables. But not for long. Eric Samoid continuing the pressure on Torque Michaels now. Eric Samoid not having any of it. Huge back body drop there. Continuing the pressure. Neck breaker there. 2 neck breakers by Torque Michaels. And now a back body drop. Wow. Neck breaker of his own. Impressive maneuver there. Now Eric into the ropes. Coming back, and another neck breaker by the looks of it by Torque, yes. Knee to the face. Of course, Torque not going to play nice against a man he's already taken out of action by slamming a goddamn chair into his head. Love or hate any superstar, ladies and gentlemen. Love or hate any single superstar in the ECW, you do not like to see these guys get hurt like Eric Samoid was in having nobody come to his aid. Oh, and look at this, a flying DDT there. Nobody came to his aid that night simply because anybody that could have come to his aid was probably hurt. The DOA, of course, already taking half of the roster out, or at least all of the faction out, beforehand. And that included Kimberly Page, may I add, his girlfriend. So not only are the DOA a couple of bullies, should I say a few now that Colossus is there, but they like to beat women too. Oh my god, almost a 3 count, thank god. You heard me right, they like to beat women. I'm going there. And now Eric Samoid on the top ropes with a beautiful crossbody down to Torque. And we got a pin here. Oh, not even a 1 count. Eric Samoid going to have to do a little bit more work than that. And that's going to help his cause. Throwing Torque into the table and coming down. Oh, it looks like he missed there. That was a terrible angle. These cameramen need to work on their stuff. Looks like Eric Samoid missed, but it wasn't that bad. Landed on his feet and rolled. Now both superstars on the outside of the ring here, right on the barricade. And a swinging neck breaker by Eric Samoid onto that concrete. And you can see Torque favoring his back there, as you would. That is solid concrete flooring there. Oh, and another DDT. Every time that Eric Samoid does that, I think he's going for a ride. And speaking of ride, oh, misses the elbow drop. High fly maneuver. Not paying off. And now a stretch here. Eric Samoid got to get out of this. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the Still working on my words. It's the end of 2015. I'm still learning how to talk. ECW title on the line. The Nook of the North getting his first shot ever at the ECW title later tonight. Of course, that is our main event. And what an ending to 2015 that would be. Oh my god, I'm drooling at just the thought of it. 2 count. Oh, just a count away from getting a shot at the YouTube title. And of course, Scott Slike, other piece of gold in the DOA, stealing, not winning, stealing the hardcore title from John Wayne Glover at Night of Champions. Facebuster there. Eric Samoid taking him down to the mat. Oh, but wait a second. There's Torque's special move. The face plow. Right down to the mat. And this doesn't look good for Mr. Samoid. But Samoid is an ex-champion. Can he kick out here too? Oh, and he does. Just in the nick of time. Oh, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of JWG and Scott Slike, it looks like JWG has got Scott Slike in the back. And it doesn't look like Torque Michaels is going to have any help from his buddy Scott, at least now, while JWG has got his claws on him. Back at ringside, Torque and Eric Samoid now on the outside of the ring, still fighting. And you gotta wonder, what the hell is going on back there with JWG and Scott Slike? Oh, now Eric Samoid picking up a chair. As bad as he wants to return the favor, he must know that will ruin his chances at a YouTube title. And look at that! JWG slamming Scott Slike into that electrical box in the back there. And back in the ring, we got a pin. I can't keep up with this. I need a second commentator. Ray, where are you, buddy? You got to get back here. I cannot do this on my own. Jesus. And now, Eric Samoid back on the outside of the ring. And what do we got here? two fights going on at the same time. Oh, not another one. Oh my God. On the outside of the ring, very minimal padding. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Eric Samoid is busted open. But look, still in the back. JWG still going at it with Scott Slike. Oh, and Eric Samoid with a huge clothesline, busted wide open, but doesn't care. Blood dripping from his forehead, and we know what could be coming. Could it be the SKO? The SKO! The SKO! Eric Samoid just landed the SKO, and he's got his foot on the ropes, but the ref doesn't see it! Oh my God, he just won this match. Eric Samoid just won this match, and just earned himself a YouTube title shot, and I could not be happier. Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen, it is on now. It is on. Eric Samoid has just defeated Torque Michaels and will get a shot at the YouTube title. That is good. Look at this. It is so good to see that move back. And I think if I'm looking in the ring, looks like Mr. Torque Michaels is a little busted open too. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Slike down in the back, unable to help his boy out in the ring. And because of that, Eric Samoid has just earned himself a YouTube title shot. Wow. Now, if that isn't swift justice, I don't know what is, ladies and gentlemen. What a return for Eric Samoid. Glad to have you back, Eric. And we can only hope he lives up to his promise and what he said earlier tonight about ridding the ECW of the DOA. Wow. Speaking of the DOA, ladies and gentlemen, their newest member, Colossus, as we found out tonight, being the new ECW champion, of course, defeating Tyrant at Night of Champions, is going up against Nanook of the North, and that match is coming up right now. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the end of our night, I cannot thank you guys enough for everything you've done for us this year. ECW 2015 has truly been a spectacular year, and I cannot wait to see what 2016 brings us. Oh, wow. And here he comes now, brand new music and all. And oh, come on. Are you kidding me? He's got the vest and everything? Oh, look at this. Colossus. Sporting, of course, the ECW Championship, but also the well-known DOA vest that all members wear, almost as a patch, as a sigil, to say, hey, I'm part of the douchiest crew in the ECW. Man, what are you doing, Colossus? This guy has lost it. Something has brainwashed Mr. Colossus, but we can only hope that this man right here can kick it out of him and hopefully become the new ECW champion. Wow, what a night that would be. What an end to 2015 that would be, to have Nanook of the North, of all people, win the ECW championship right here on episode 5. Of course, not only Eric Samoid making his return earlier tonight, we saw Ava Dawn go up against Dixie. Ava Dawn was offered some assistance by DOA, and the DOA, in attacking the Misfits in the back, leads me to believe that quite possibly Ava Dawn may be up to something, but I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. And in that, Kimberly Page coming and distracting Ava Dawn, thus resulting in Dixie winning. Not winning, but I guess retaining the women's title. But speaking of title, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the title that is currently on the line for our main event of ECW Episode 5, the match that will close out 2015 for ECW. And what an opportunity this is for Nanook of the North. A truly unbelievable physical force in the ring, and here we go. And what a way to kick it off. Huge clothesline there by Nanook. Now going up to the top, and a flying shoulder block. Wow. Nanook of the North working on his tan. Look at the difference in there between Colossus and Nanook of the North. Look at this belly-to-belly suplex. Just picking up Colossus like nothing. And Nanook of the North pumped up for this match. And who can blame the guy when you have a shot at the ECW title? You do everything in your power to get that title around your waist at the end of the night. Now Colossus throwing Nanook into the ropes, and a huge body slam there by the man himself. Colossus sitting at a modest, almost 7'5". This guy, just an absolute giant, a Colossus for that matter. Nanook, almost there, about 6'10", 6'9", 6'10". Again, a very tall superstar. But as you can see, has no problem picking up and throwing the giant Colossus around. And just like that, he does it one more time with his belly-to-belly suplex. His signature belly-to-belly suplex, may I add. So you gotta wonder, with Eric Samoed returning to action, with Tyrant on the heels of at least Colossus, you gotta, whoa, over the steps goes Colossus. And that is not going to feel good on the knees, meat. Going back to what I was saying, you gotta wonder what kind of shape the DOA is in. Maybe this is why they're talking to superstars in the back, trying to recruit members perhaps. In talking to Ava Dawn earlier tonight, of course Colossus being the newest member, I don't know what their plan is. All I know is we got a war on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm quite confident that if the ball rolls in our favor, ECW will come out on top. I'm praying we do, or else I lose my job. And nobody wants that. Well, I don't, at least. Look at that. Almost 500 pounds. And now a big boot. Taking Nanook down to the mat once again. Colossus seemingly in control, but this has been very back and forth so far between the ECW champion and Nanook of the North, getting his first title shot right here in the main event. Oh, and a spear there by Colossus, and that is not good news for Nanook of the North. Oh, turn around, buddy. No, no, no. Oh, no, he's got him set up for a chokeslam, and is he going to land it? And it lands. Nanook of the North can be in some trouble here. 1, 2. Oh, come. Oh, my goodness, I spoke too soon. You got to give Nanook of the North credit. Oh, look at this. Oh, picking Colossus up with a backbreaker there. And now going up to the top rope. He is still in this. Nanook of the North fighting to stay in this and fighting for the ECW championship. Wow, look at the power there. Look at the power. Just picking Colossus up like it's nothing. Unbelievable. And now, Nanook of the North have turned the tables a little bit here. If he can keep this up, Colossus might be in a little bit of trouble, even after that landing that clothesline. And look, he struggles, but just gets Colossus up for the suplex. And Nanook of the North now is in control. Now it remains to be seen. Oh, look at that. A sit-down spine buster by Nanook of the North. And he is pumped right up. And if he can land a Call of the North on Colossus, and here it comes. Speak of the devil. If he can land it, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we could be witnessing history here. We could be witnessing history. Scott Slake was taken out early. Oh, wait a second. Oh, come on. No, no, no. God, oh, God damn it. Of course, just when you thought Colossus was going to lose the title, here comes the other two idiots. Oh, come on. Colossus now throwing in a chair. No! No! Come on! No! Wait a sec. Torque getting another chair. Wait a sec. Here comes Tyrant and JWG. Tyrant and JWG coming in to the aid of Nanook of the North. And they just took the DOA out of the ring just like that, and Colossus is hitting the high ground. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, ECW has prevailed once again tonight. And just like that, although Nanook has not won the ECW title tonight due to disqualification, the DOA are the guys that look like the idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, if that isn't a telltale sign of the war on ECW versus DOA only just beginning, I don't know what is. But honestly, I cannot wait for what 2016 brings for ECW. And personally, once again, I'd love to thank you for being here for 2015. ECW returned, and we are back and back to stay. From Mick McMichaels and the entire team at ECW, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and we will see you in 2016.